Well, this is a big setback for the Aghadi government in Maharashtra. Bombay High Court has stayed the metro car shed project at Kanjurmarg in Mumbai. The High Court has asked MMRDA to now maintain status quo. Remember, this order comes on the matter related to the allotment of land in Kanjurmarg to MMRDA for building the metro car shed. The centre had opposed the land allotment, saying that all salt pans belong to them. Aghadi government had planned to move car shed to Kanjurmarg from Aarey. Let me in fact go across to Mayuresh first, who's joining us at this point in time. Mayuresh, this of course is a big setback, and considering the entire context of this particular car shed, which has always been mired in controversy.
Absolutely, this particular land was always in a controversy, and that's what the last, or we can say a former CM of Maharashtra, Devendra Fadnavis, had said on the floor of the assembly yesterday again, that during their tenure while planning this metro railway, they also had considered this particular land, but the report which they got it regarding this land was not that good, and that's why they had decided to move, go to the Aarey and make a car shed there. But when Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government came, it was Uddhav Thackeray's promise and Aditya Thackeray's promise to the people of Mumbai that they will shift this particular car shed from Aarey to Kanjurmarg, and they will construct there. Because Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi and the Maharashtra government is of this opinion that this particular piece of land it belongs to Maharashtra government, and at the free of cost or zero cost they had transferred it to the MMRDA to construct the Mumbai or to construct the metro car shed there. So at this particular land, the salt pan basically is claiming it is their land as it falls under the salt commissioner, whereas there are few private builders also who are claiming that they from center they have got this particular land on the lease of some certain years, that is 99 years or more than that, and that's why they also have the claim on this land, and Maharashtra government cannot make any development on this particular land. Whereas Maharashtra government cited the old ruling of former Revenue Minister Chandrakant Patil during 2017 and 18, where he has clearly said that this particular piece of land belongs to the Maharashtra government. So it's quite confusion, and we can say that which was there. But Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government or the state government stick to the last ruling given by the former Revenue Minister, and on the basis of that ruling, they had allotted or they had transferred this land to the MMRDA. But as I said, Centre was adamant on this land that this belongs to the Salt Commission. So what exactly happened today in the court? So in the courtroom, if we say that Maharashtra government was adamant on their stand that they will not take their decision back about this allotment of the MMRDA land, whereas Centre was of this opinion. Centre clearly said in the Bombay High Court that state government should take back their decision of allotment. After hearing all the sides, including the third party, which was the private developers, the Bombay High Court had taken this decision to put stay on the work which is happening at the Kanjurmarg site. If you remember that when we had gone there a month back, the soil testing was happening at that particular site. So right now, no work will happen till the next hearing there or the final decision High Court gives. And we have been given to understand that in the month of February, Bombay High Court will conduct the final hearing of this matter, and the order is expected in month of February.
All right, Mayuresh, thanks for getting us all of those details. Let's get in some more reactions at this point in time. Nawab Malik is joining me on the phone line. Nawab Malik, thank you for speaking to us. What is your reaction here? This entire, this land has always been under controversy. This car shed has always been under controversy. So now what next?
Always court orders are honored, and we always going to honor the court order. The way things are happening, who created the dispute? The entire BJP is behind the dispute. They were claiming that this is the private land, despite they themselves had passed an order that this is a state land. The Karodia is well connected with Bharatiya Janata Party. The central government's all commissioner is in the party of this case. So definitely there is some kind of obstruction made by the Bharatiya Janata Party. So matter is before the court. Definitely we'll fight in the court of law, but it is very much understand that the entire episode is created by Bharatiya Janata Party to stop, to derail the ongoing project.
Okay. Right. So what does this mean, in fact, for the car shed project now? Because once again, we are going to see delays until this issue is now sorted in court.
Definitely, when matter is sub judice, anybody cannot do anything.
Right.
The way things are happening, entire things are planned by Bharatiya Janata Party, whether the Department of Salt Pan is there or the Grodia is well connected with Bharatiya Janata Party. So it is well planned to derail the project, to delay the project, which is not good. BJP have to understand politics is a different thing, and playing with the developmental project, politics is not fair.
Okay, Mr. Malik, you're saying that this is an attempts by BJP to derail the project, but of course, like you also said, this is now, in front of the court. The court has to take the final decision. So what is going to sort of be, in terms of the arguments to be presented in front of court as far as this particular land itself in Kanjurmarg is concerned? How is that going to play out?
Is the land, the dispute was long back. The private player were claiming that this is private land. Salt Commissioner is claiming that this is government land. In that period of Bharatiya Janata Party government, the collector has given the order, divisional commissioner has given the order, and then the Minister of Revenue, Mr. Patil, he has passed an order. And it is a land belongs to the state of Maharashtra.
Right, but that's
appeal was
yes.
made by the
yes. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Appeal were made by the dispute creator in the court of law. At that time, no stay has been given. So when the title was very much with the state of Maharashtra, we had taken a decision. Now they themselves creating a dispute, which is very unfortunate.
So what is now going to be the next step? Of course, you will be, the Maharashtra government will, of course, be fighting this out in court as well. You are saying that the land belongs to the state government, but obviously that's not the way the court sees it, at least at this point in time, that there is some issue over there. So what is now going to be the next step?
There is before the court of law. Definitely the papers, the orders, the record will be present before the court of law. We are very much confident that the land belongs to the state of Maharashtra and the judgment will be in favor of the state.
All right, Nawab Malik, thank you so much for giving us your perspective and reacting to this Bombay High Court order staying the Metro car shed project in Kanjurmarg, at least for the time being, until the next hearing, which is going to be in February. That is the first reaction there coming in from the Maharashtra government. And in some more breaking news that's coming in at this point in time, Ajit Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister, has in fact also spoken out on this entire High Court order on the car shed. Those are the details coming in at this point in time. In fact, the Deputy Chief Minister has said that the High Court stay order will be reviewed and will start necessary work after review. Aslam Sheikh is joining us on the phone line. Aslam Sheikh, thank you so much for joining us on Mirror Now. Your first reaction here to what the High Court has said?
It is a very sad day for Maharashtra or Mumbai, you can say, because we are working for the greenery, we were working for what's going on across the world. The main thing was the government was against this. They cut out more than thousands of trees over there. They destroyed the forest over there and they wanted to build a shed over there. And now the court has given the order against, which definitely we are going to study, and after that only we are going to take any action about it.
But Aslam Sheikh, like you pointed out, there was a controversy as far as Aarey was concerned. Of course, then it got moved to Kanjurmarg. But now the controversy over the land itself here, that has been there for a long time, and obviously it's still not resolved.
When they knew they cannot do anything with the process of law in the assembly and in the way, so they try to play these games. You must have seen in most of the state also, wherever the BJP cannot do anything, they always play with the game with the court. And they have succeeded in some of things, but I don't think so it's going to last for more time, because we are definitely going to think about the judgment and we'll go ahead in higher courts.
Right. So what is going to be that process, if you can take us through? Because obviously right now the court is, deemed fit to stay the entire project for the time being until the issue is sorted. Wasn't convinced with, the fact that the Kanjurmarg project can go ahead at this point in time. So what is going to be that step forward next?
Now, the way I told you, we are going to study the judgment, what are the facts put by the court in their orders. And after reviving their orders, we'll definitely try, if the merits are there, then we might go to Supreme Court against this order.
Okay. All right. Aslam Sheikh, any sort of timeline that you have in mind as to, what kind of a timeline are we looking at in terms of your next action?
With this, I don't think the project is going to halt at a time, because the rest of the work is going on and it's going to be online. Now, regarding this shed work, definitely this order is going to disturb us. And so we need to study the judgment given by the court. After that, only sitting with the CM and DCM and taking the legal opinion, we'll move forward. Okay.
Aslam Sheikh, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective and your reaction to this. Aslam Sheikh, Mumbai Guardian Minister, they're saying that they're not ruling out approaching the Supreme Court over this entire issue. Let's also go across to Zoru Bhatina, activist who's joining us as well on the phone line. Thank you, Zoru Bhatina, for joining us. Your reaction to this, this of course has been a long-standing issue here, and now perhaps we're going to see more delays.
This Kanjurmarg depot plot is a unique plot in Mumbai, where litigation has been created over the last 5 years, where there is absolutely no litigation. This plot of land has always been state government of land, in state government's possession, vacant land with them. Yet, in 2015, the state government, the then state government, put up this bogey that there is a dispute on this plot of land. There was never any dispute. They made false applications and false affidavits in the High Court saying that there is a privateer who is claiming this plot of land. There was never any privateer. If you see the former Chief Minister's several interviews, he will say that the High Court that the court, without mentioning whether High Court or Supreme Court, has passed orders against the state government to deposit 5,200 crores for this plot. But where is that order? Who is that court? Where was this? Where is such an order? This is all a bogey of false disputes created by the previous government. And now, once the depot plot was handed over to MMRDA for the metro work, finally, in October 2020, at that point of time, the union government has got up and said that, oh, this is our land and it is the salt pan and it is leased to somebody, and that lessee has also come forward and said this is my land. But this is absolute false litigation, just creating litigation where there is none.
Okay, but the court at this point in time has deemed fit to kind of stay this project and to say that this needs to be, looked into further. What would be your reaction to that at this point?
I believe the High Court is is right in questioning what has happened, because 5 years of records of the previous government were presented by the union government, in which the then state government has by letter written to the union government and said, yes, this is salt pan, this is your land, so we want it from you. So the High Court said, when the then state government has asked the salt department for this land, how can they today say this is not their land? So the High Court, I believe, is justified in questioning the conduct of the government. But this was all the mischief created by the previous government of creating litigation, creating paperwork, creating issues where there were none. Which person will write a letter to a third person saying this is your land when it is not his land?
All right, Zoru Bhatina, thank you so much for joining us with your perspective on this issue.